He's been here before me too, and he's dead. I don't want to hear about it. I tell him my real name and feel that
Really?
therefore I
You're
am
an idiot.
known. I act like a dunce. I should know better. I make of him an idol, a cardboard cutout. He, on the other hand, talks
It's always the stretch of I-80. I get all the asshole drivers that drive like an idiot like that.
Problem. But there is also criticism of 15-minute cities from what I would call the disingenuous left.
I love those guys. What do they have to do?
Now that the 15-minute city is in the lexicon, there is this push from the left, and you'll find out why I'm doing air quotes.
Got it.
For the listeners at home, I'm doing air
She's
quotes.
doing air quotes.
You'll find out why I'm doing that in a second. It is this thing that you see.
Yeah,
in
wait,
a lot of
almost
different
hit me.
domains where
Going to Minnesota and take out the Minnesota Vikings.
Jeez,
And
those lights are
it
freaking
is
bright.
on.
Really?
Lions and Vikings.
Turn them off!
In the next 2 weeks. It is possible that the Vikings have to...
Miles Garrett called all the way from Cleveland. Your lights are too bright.
He shakes his head for no. It is understood between us by now that it's never too late. But I go through the ritual politeness of asking. It makes me feel more in control. As if there is a choice, a decision that could be made one way or the other. He steps aside and I move past him and he closes the door. Then he crosses the room and closes the window. After that,
Yeah, the sprayer
he turns
trick
out
doesn't
the
work.
light. There is not much talking between us anymore. Not at this stage. Already I am half out of my clothes. We save the talking. I do not want to
Yeah,
see
go
him
forth and be
close.
an asshole ahead of me.
But now, I don't want to be telling the story. We take our places and stand.
Hello?
Wives and daughters on the folding wooden chairs placed towards the back. Econo wives and Marthas around the edge.
Call. But remember when the original black dudes that played for the Bears, he came in for a minute. Virgil Livers. No, he's a receiver.
Virgil Livers, that sounds like a made-up name.
No, that was a receiver. He was a running back.
I know. Not
Ah, nice cutoff behind me.
You're right. Who was
Nissan
it?
drivers.
Mike Evans was the guy in Good Times. Mike
No.
Phipps. Was it Mike Phipps?
No, it was Evans. It was Evans. What was his name?
You realize those easy passes have little stick-on thingies? Just stick it to your windshield and forget it. You don't have to hold it up. Stick-on thingies. Just stick it to your windshield and forget it. You don't have to hold it up. Nice cutoff ahead of me.
Sprints, 100, 200, 400, 800, 1500. It was dominated by East Block women, and that really bothered me. One reason was because I came from an atmosphere where I didn't even have a track. So for me to take drugs and think about cheating was really beyond comprehension.
Yeah, that was a nice cutoff
During
behind
that
me. He
time,
was
to be honest with
well
you,
off
most
the
of
road.
cheating was done in the East Block.
Watching. But as soon as I was inside the door, I took off the headgear and told them who I was. They could have phoned the police or whatever. I know I was taking a chance.
Ooh, nice
But like
cutoff.
I say, there wasn't any choice.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Anyway, they didn't. They gave me some clothes. Or, on the other hand, too clownish.
No stop.
At first glance, there's a cheerfulness to this scene.
Especially since I'm
It's like a
coming.
masquerade party.
Yeah, good job.
They're like oversized children, dressed up in togs.
Hey,
and
clean the
women
snow off your
in
car.
If you would like to support us, which we really, really appreciate, you can head on over to patreon.com/talkingship podcast.
more discussion and getting more people to click on like pro-climate action articles. There were a lot of headlines and tweets that came out that
Looks
was
like they're not going to be able to move over in time for some reason. Even though I saw them well in advance. Nope!
And I tried really hard and I edited it about 3/4 of the way there.
God, why do you have your high beams on?
The shit to
Turn them off!
Really good.
Yeah.
And so then we gave it to Ian.
Stop it!
maybe Adam. I don't know. We had a blog industry feels like a waste of time. So that's when I started to think seriously about grad school, and I knew that
Why
I
the
wanted
hell do you have your high beams?
Yeah, what,
Jason.
can I, what did
The
you
hell
really
are you
ask,
doing?
Like, when you got like climate aware?
I don't.
Scare someone, get hot, or they could do. But it's like, they're not going to win the cup.
Yeah.
The Islanders now playing good hockey.
They're another team who's benefiting
Yeah,
from
that was a bad cutoff.
the Flyers. EC hasn't played. I know, really. Yeah.
They're thinking about he got to Floyd with the Florida. He can go to the Rangers. He's been on the Rangers.
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing.
Just
though,
got
is
off
he's
behind
doing
me.
his life. You know what I mean? If there was a thing where it was
Agnew and Watergate, although separate scandals with entirely unrelated players, had merged as a political problem.
No, stop.
Nixon knew he needed to relieve himself of Agnew before he could focus on his own challenge. At one late September meeting, the president
Yeah, thanks for turning your signal on without turning.